Hello, Virgo. What is good with you? How are you doing? That's a little bit bright. Hang on, let me close this window here. Let me close this. That light's a little bright on my face there. There we go. Is that better? I like that better. What's up, Virgo? How you doing? It's time for your October 2021 reading. October 2021, and for those of you who haven't watched any of the October readings that I've put up yet, some changes are being made, all right? We're adding some stuff in here. First, though, before we get into that, if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading with me, what do? Look in the description of the video. That's the only way to schedule a personal reading with me. It's not done through social media, Facebook or Instagram. In fact, I only have one Instagram account. If you want to follow me there, that's in the description of the video as well. Also, I've added my PayPal, the link. For those of you who have been asking me, those of you who don't tune in live and you're wondering how to donate, and you can't super chat unless you tune in live, my PayPal's in the description there. Okay, that's for donations and tips and whatnot only, not for paying for readings. But the most important thing here, is we are adding a general/career, okay? General/career. So far, I'm liking it. I have been procrastinating, and I've been seeing y'all in my inboxes and whatnot bugging me about this for months. And I finally figured that October is going to be the month that I throw it in there. So far, I'm liking it. I didn't think I would. I thought, man, I'm going to do this for the October readings and then I'm done with it. But I actually like it. So that's how we're going to start this out here, okay? We're going to start it out with general. What general/career messages do we have for Virgo universe? General/career. What do we got, man? What do we got? I know the earth signs, the temperance. The earth signs like that general career stuff, don't y'all? Ooh, the Ace of Wands reverse just jumped out here too. So there's something here that you all are wanting to get started that's not taking lift off right away. Now I feel like some of you are patiently waiting for the right opportunity, maybe to either start a business or maybe even just go look for another job. But whatever it is, it feels like things aren't really taking lift off right now, and you're kind of being patient and waiting for the right opportunity. Let's get 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. Ooh, the Magician. Hey, man. Y'all know that's my card right there. The Magician. Yeah. So some of you, and this is going to be real super specific. It's probably not going to resonate for every last one of you, but some of you are actually trying to manifest your own career, manifest finances and business. Thank you for that super chat. How do you say that? Sulema? I hope I said that right. If not, I do apologize, but I greatly appreciate that super chat. Thank you. So some of you are actually manifesting finances and manifesting like a new business or a new business opportunity. And you're being very, very patient. You're not quite seeing the evidence of it yet. Okay? And I'm going to tell you what, when you're manifesting finances or career, or you're manifesting an income that's bigger than anything you've ever had before, it's going to require a level of patience and faith that the average person does not have, you know? All right, let's see here. 6 of Swords reversed. Okay. So some of you, it's getting to the point where you're kind of starting to lose faith. Oh man, you're kind of starting to lose faith that this is going to work out. Whatever this is you're trying to do with maybe your career, your finances, or whatever situation you're involved in. And I'm going to tell you what, you may not realize this, but a lot of times that's when the breakthrough happens. Is when you lose faith, you give up, you throw your hands in the air, and you release it. I think a lot of you might be a lot closer than you think. I know from my personal experience, I built 3 businesses that crashed and burned on my financial manifestation path. I did. I built 3 businesses. It took almost 2 years, close to 2 years, about a year and some change, a little over a year and a half. I built 3 businesses invested thousands of dollars, took all these courses and did all this research building websites and learning how to ad targeting, and it all crashed and burned. And that was my experience. I finally said, all right, universe, you know what? Fuck it, dude. You see what I want. You see what I want. Bring it to me when the time's right. I had no idea universe was going to hand me a deck of tarot cards, but that's the way it happens a lot of times. Hang on a second, y'all. Hold up. All right, I had to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So, but yeah, I see that this hasn't really been taking lift off, and a lot of you are kind of starting to lose the faith. You're being patient, but kind of thinking, man, is this ever going to happen? Okay. Well, let's pull the advice here. Now, for the advice, I'm using an oracle deck. I was playing around on Amazon, and Amazon recommended this really sweet Witch's Wisdom Oracle deck. And I was like, man, I gotta have that. I gotta figure out some kind of way to incorporate that in my readings. So that's what we're gonna do, the general advice with this oracle here. What advice do we have for Virgo? General advice. Just some general advice for Virgo universe. I wish these were a little bit smaller though. These are really hard to shuffle, but let's see. Okay. The ethos. Okay. This has, okay, let me read what's on here. Hang on. It says, in perfect love, in perfect trust, 8 words the wicked, read fulfill. Oh, this is a like a little incantation. Oh, okay. Pin ye harm none, do as ye will, and never mind the rule of 3. What ye send out comes back to thee. Follow this with mind and heart. Merry ye meet, merry ye part. That's interesting. Hopefully somebody needed to hear that. I have no idea who needed to hear that, but hopefully at least one person did. Prosperity. Look, I really feel like it's right around the corner for you. I really do. Incubation, yes. Right now, a lot of what you all been going through, you don't realize it right now. But when that breakthrough happens, you'll be able to look back and say, it makes sense as to why it had to happen that way. It'll make perfect sense. Right now, you're in that little incubation period and prosperity is on the way, okay? So, let me share with you my experience. This is just a little behind the scenes tidbit about me. The last business that I built personally, it crashed and burned. What I always wanted to do, I wanted to hide my face. I didn't want to be out in the public. I did not want anybody to know who I was. I wanted to have my own little online business that I could hide behind. Nobody knew it was me, and I could just live my own little private life. Well, in this last business that I built, I had to brand myself. I didn't want to do that, but I was like, all right, let's do it then. So I had to take courses on how to present myself on camera. I had to take little courses and little classes. I was never really the camera shy type, but little tips and tricks. I had to grab an audience's attention and hold it, you know? And then that business crashed and burned. But was that a failure? Was that a failure? Or was universe saying, hey man, I got your career for you, but there's some things you're gonna have to learn along the way. See what I'm saying? I think a lot of you are going through that period right now, or something very similar to that. All right, let's take a look at the love life. And these are very interesting messages that come through the general. Very interesting. Ooh, okay, the 10 of Wands. So now we're just going to the regular love reading. Two more shuffles, 2 more. Some of you are dealing with a fire sign. Oh, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Okay. All right, so the 2 of you still feel incredibly connected. You all are both still very tightly connected. Don't get it twisted. I don't really know if this person is revealing how much of a connection they still feel, but I have a feeling they don't really want you to know, and you probably don't want them to know either. You all could be mirroring each other, you know? But I really think it's mutual. I think it's mutual. There's just too much too much walking on eggshells energy. Y'all are too guarded towards each other here. Okay, I do think that you are healing. You're in the process of healing from this, but you're still carrying this burden. I think you both are. Honestly, it could be a twin flame connection for some of you. It could be a Gemini, but I really feel like communication is going to end up happening here soon. Probably, I don't really think it's going to be right away. More than likely near the middle of the month at some time. I see communication happening here. Okay, I do see communication coming in. Nine of Swords in the reverse, 5 of Wands. There could be an apology coming in. There could be an apology coming in, an attempt to like clear the air, squash the beef. I don't really know about a full-on reconciliation, 9 of Pentacles, but it does look like an apology is coming. But you're still guarded either way. Even if they do come up to you, you're still wondering what's your motive. What do you really want? You know what I mean? I don't really think, I think like, it's looking to me like no matter how this person comes at you, I don't think that you're trusting them. You know what I mean? It looks to me like you don't trust this person for nothing, dude. You don't trust them for nothing, do you? Let's look at their true intentions. Let's look at the true intentions. True intentions of this person Virgo's dealing with. Do they really want to genuinely apologize? Should you not trust them? I'm getting that there's very little, this person probably lost your trust for good. You know what I mean? So let's see here. Let's see. 8 of Wands reversed. Magician reversed. Yeah, I do kind of feel like they are still trying to manipulate you. Yeah. They still keep an eye on you, but they do, at the end of the day, this person is kind of one-sided. It is kind of one-sided. I think they are much more concerned about themselves and what they have going on and how they feel. And you pick up on this. You know this. You know this, okay? They're afraid that they're never going to ever see you again. And they still, I really feel like it would be possible for them to approach this the right way. You know, I don't feel like it would be totally impossible to completely squash the beef, but they're just not going about it the right way. They're probably going to try to emotionally manipulate you. Okay? Some of you could be dealing with somebody who's into black magic. Okay? I know that's not everybody, but every time the Magician reverse comes out, and I say that, people show up in my inbox saying that resonates, you know. You could be into somebody who's like trying to hex you or throw some negative energy at you. That's fine. Look, for those of you who are dealing with that, as long as you learn how to identify the energetic attack and practice rejecting it, it's much easier to reject. The tricky part is acknowledging it and catching it when it comes on. That's the tricky part because it slides up underneath your conscious awareness. And it usually, by the time you realize it, it's overtaken you and it's driving you bonkers. But whenever you start learning how to catch it, you say, I feel that energy attack coming on. You know, and you reject it and send it back to its source with love and light. It'll strengthen your spiritual muscles. Oh yeah, it will. Absolutely. Don't think ain't nobody ever thrown negative energy at me. It happens to me all the time. And you end up getting real good at learning how to identify it. And it really helps you evolve spiritually and grow. So you can use it as a positive thing too. But either way, even for those of you who aren't dealing with that, I still think there's still some kind of manipulation going on here. They're still trying to manipulate you in one way or another. Yeah. Well, let's see if we can get a good solid outcome here. See if we can get a good solid outcome between Virgo and whoever this is. Let's see. It's this one. It's this one. 4 Wands. And what about the 4 Wands? One more. Knight of Wands. Okay. The Empress. So yeah, I do see the two of you possibly uniting very briefly here. And it looks like the past is going to get brought up here. It looks like the past is going to get brought up. I don't know. Wheel of Fortune. I think that a lot of you might end up getting some closure. Okay, that Wheel of Fortune was in the last spread too, and I didn't say anything because it wasn't screaming at me, but now it's come out for a second time. It's screaming at me this time. I think a lot of you might be able to get that closure that you want. I just don't know how stable. Okay, I just don't really know how stable you all are going to be in each other's lives. I don't know. I don't know here, man. It could be a Pisces that you're dealing with, but I feel it. And there's that Lover's card again. It could be a Gemini. But I think that this person's probably going to open up. Any attempt at emotionally manipulating you, I really feel like you're going to put that to a stop immediately. But you might actually be able to get that closure that you wanted, and this person might open up to you and express something that they've been kind of hiding. You know, might open up and express something that they've never told you. You know, a secret that they've been keeping. And who knows if it's a big deal or not that big of a deal. It could just be something that they felt that they've never expressed to you. I don't really know, but you might actually end up being able to get that closure. You might be able to get that closure. Let's get a couple of advice cards for that though. Because that feels like a very volatile situation. It feels like it. I'm not seeing conflict. I'm not seeing a worst case scenario. But it feels very tense. Let's see. What's the advice here? What's the best advice? Queen of Wands. Don't break character. Do not let this person manipulate you. Don't let them twist your thoughts. Don't let them twist your emotions. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. Don't let them get one over on you. World card reversed and the Two of Cups. Okay. So, Ace of Swords reversed. I don't think the two of you speak the same language, so I wouldn't try to connect. You know, like, I wouldn't go for a solid connection. Don't try to overthink every little thing. As long as the two of you can get that closure, squash the beef, let bygones be bygones, or whatever the case may be, I would stick with that, okay? Just don't let them get one over on you. Don't let them twist your thoughts. Don't let them twist your emotions, use your emotions against you or guilt trip you or anything like that. And it looks like there could be a successful closing of this cycle, okay? Well, that's good. That's good. All right, let's look at a new person. If you're not dealing with or interested in anything new coming in, this is not for you. This is only for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Virgos who are either dealing with or at least interested in something new coming in. The new person. So some of you are dealing with reconnecting with a past person with that Eight of Cups reversed. Two more shuffles. Ten of Coins. Oh, man. Okay, so this looks kind of like a superficial connection here. You all communicate very well. You communicate very well, but for some reason, Death card reversed. I kind of feel like this person is still kind of hung up on a past situation a little bit. Some of you could be getting into some disagreements. Some of you could get into some disagreements that are a direct result. This person's been burned in the past, and that could lead to some disagreements, to some false accusations and whatnot, or some misunderstandings, okay? I mean, that's clear as day right there with these. Look at that. That is clear as day. Eight of Cups reversed, Death reversed, Queen of Swords reversed, and the Five of Wands. That's all past energy right there. Okay, this person's got a chip on their shoulder. You know, they've been burned in the past, so they could be accusing you of doing some things that the last person did to them, and it could lead to some disagreements. But for the most part, I really feel like this person is very interested in you, okay? You all communicate very well. I don't know why. It looks like Five of Swords, Five of Wands. There could be some disagreements between the two of you, though. Yeah, there could. I think there may be some miscommunications, probably due to the Mercury retrograde. Even though this is for October and it will be going direct in October, and this is the beginning here. So there could be, other than that though, it looks like communication is pretty fluent between the two of you. Any disagreements that the two of you have, you're probably able to work through it relatively quickly, okay? But 5 of coins reversed too. Death reversed. And that happens every time we read the new person. Past energy comes up. Let's look at this person's true intentions and energy. How's the new person really feel about Virgo? What are their true intentions? Ace of Pentacles reversed. So I don't really think that they want a superficial connection, you know? I think they want something actually deep. They don't want it to be based on material things or how much money you make or any of that. Devil reversed. They don't want it to turn into a sex-based connection either. Some of you, this person could be, one, the other, or both of you, could be holding off on intimacy. Right now, they're not trying to tie themselves down into anything serious until they can see that you mean business. Okay? Until they can see that you mean business. But there's just so much past energy here. This person's hung up on the past, dude. Every time this person is hung the hell up on the past. I kind of feel like this person has 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out the door. They're not giving it their all. They're not giving it their all. They're too busy looking back in the past in the rearview mirror. It's not that they have bad intentions. They just have very little faith. Very little faith. They're jaded. They're jaded when it comes to love. Okay, well, let's look at the outcome then. Outcome. What's the outcome? Oh man, Tower card. Damn, man. It might end abruptly between the two of you. Okie dokie. Why? Why the Tower card? What? 2 of Wands reversed, 3 of Cups reversed, 7 of Swords reversed. I don't know. It's not really telling me why. Some of you could end up busting this person in a lie, or somebody could get falsely accused of lying. Maybe. I'm not really what the hell? Why is it? Yeah, 8 of Cups, Tower card. Looks like this is something you're probably going to end up walking away from. Deuces. Bye. Later, tater. Maybe there could be some accusations of, you could bust them in a lie, maybe. Or maybe you could just assume that they're lying to you. Or maybe they accuse you of lying to them. What's this 4 of Wands for? Let me see this. 9 of Cups reversed. Okay, so there's emotional codependence here. Oh, man. Well, let's get the advice then. Let's get the advice. Let's get the advice. This is the important part. Should you walk away from this? Maybe that's what you should do. I don't know. I don't want to put my 2 cents in until I see the advice. Lover's card. Page of Wands reversed. The Fool card. You might want to give this a chance. You might want to give this a chance. This could end up being a pretty successful connection here. 2 of Pentacles reversed. I would let my guard down and give this a chance. Okay? Don't jump the gun. Don't jump the gun and say, well, this is the way it's supposed to be. You know? This is what should be happening right now. Or this shouldn't be. You know what I mean? Just let this flow kind of naturally here. Okay? Obviously, I don't know how old you all are out there. But let's use my age, for example. I'm in my early 30s. By this age, we've been burned a couple times, haven't we? Yeah, we've been burned a few times, especially when you're in your 40s. You know, when we're in our 30s, 40s, we've been burned several times. It's plenty throughout our 20s, we done got burned, didn't we? So, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time for me to prove to you that I'm not like the past person. It's going to take time for you to prove to me that you're not like anybody I've ever dealt with. How do we do that? How do I prove to you? I mean, I can sit here and tell you till I'm blue in the face. I can tell you who I am and what I'm about and this, that, and the third, but how do I prove it to you? It takes time. It takes time. You have to observe it. You have to see it. First of all, you have to want to see it. You have to want to trust me. You have to have that innate desire in your heart. I want to be with somebody I can trust. You know? I don't want, and I was saying something like this to I think it was Aries the other day. I don't want to have to worry about what you're doing or who you're talking to or where you're going. Or if I see you sitting over there typing out a text message, I want to know in my heart that you're not doing anything you shouldn't be doing. When you say, I'm going to go out with my friend and have a coffee, I want to know in my heart that that's what you're going to do. I want to be able to let you do you and you let me be me, and we don't have leashes around each other's necks, accusing each other and smothering each other with clinginess and neediness all the time. And you see what I'm saying? It's going to take time. It's going to take time for us to prove to each other that we have that type of potential. And I really think that there is that kind of potential here if you are willing to give it the time. But it looks like here, though, y'all are meeting up with some unhealed wounds, and it could lead to some disagreements and some misunderstandings and whatnot. And some of you are just going to straight up end up walking away from this. And I guess if that's really what you want to do, then so be it. Go ahead. But there is potential here. If you all have the patience to sit around and wait and learn and grow and mold and evolve together, at least dedicate the first year to being that period of, we're learning each other for that first year. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I guess just do what you want to do. It looks like there's potential here, though. There is potential. So, anyway, I feel like those were the messages my Virgos needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this reading here. I'm eternally grateful to every last one of you that tuned in, played along, and showed love, support, and positive feedback. Greatly appreciate y'all, man. It makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.